Well, James O'Keefe of Project Veritas joins us, ABC News, and Amy Robach respond to Project Veritas bombshell. There it is, a conscientious individual recording that within the system when she thinks she's not recording and putting that out. Amazing, and I'm told more's coming. James, thanks for joining us.
Alex, great to be on with you.
Well, lay it out for us. And some people are saying, oh, it isn't real. Others are saying it's not that big a deal. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a really big deal. I mean, it's an insider within ABC News has not gone to the New York Times or the Washington Post. Once again, has come to Project Veritas. I mean, this is a big deal, Alex. She talks about how she thinks Jeffrey Epstein was killed, that higher-ups in the network, these network executives telling her, Alex, to squash the story, to spike the story. And now, Alex, the lawyers for ABC News have apparently worded this very corporate statement trying to cover it up. I'm a little frustrated that AB didn't double down. Amy's kind of backtracking a little bit in that statement. She's put out an official statement. But we have the insider, Alex, still on the inside of ABC News, getting recordings of what everyone is doing. The president of ABC News spoke to me and Project Veritas, and someone came to our headquarters and gave us this statement. So we've really shaken the tree, Alex, and the Associated Press is commenting. This is all blowing up, and it's just part one of this Jeffrey Epstein cover-up story inside ABC News.
Well, that was my next question. You say more is coming. Following those breadcrumbs, please give the audience a little bit of a view on what we can expect and when we can expect it.
Well, we typically do these stories piecemeal. We release one at a time because the media is complicit. I mean, let's just be honest about this. Everyone's sort of saying, oh, I wish it wasn't James O'Keefe that broke this story. Project Veritas shouldn't be breaking a story. Well, it's self-evident in the tape with Amy Robach. People don't trust the media, and this is why they don't trust the media, because they sit on news, they have the news, they don't break the news. ABC still has. There still is tape of this interview with the accusers they have not aired. So what we tend to do, and you know this about us by now, we break part one, we watch the reaction. The reaction becomes part of the story, and then we break part two. And I'm not going to give any more secrets away. I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you that we have the conversation with the president of ABC News that we're about to break, and we'll just see how people react to this. But it appears, Alex, this is the biggest story in our organization's history, and the tape speaks for itself. Amy Robach speaks for herself.
By the way, I totally agree with you. This story is even bigger than the last. That was bigger than the last. It just is building exponential as the dam breaks and more whistleblowers come out because they can't stand the evil anymore. They can't stand the manipulation. They can't sleep at night over what's happening. And that statement about we had Clinton, we had it all. We know he was organizing this. We know the Clintons were involved. This is really scaring the deep state and has sent a tremor through the force.
And not just on the right, Alex. I mean, Alexandria Cortez tweeted this story. The Daily Beast. Everyone is outraged by this. Everyone is indignant. And the insider told me that he was so angry that he or she, because it very well could be a she, was so angry about what they saw in that Good Morning America set. That's what compelled them to reach out. And I've already had a few insiders come to us in the last few hours from within other networks. So it's all happening. It's all happening. These are the brave new people. And if you're watching this program, because there's a lot of people watching this, and you're on the inside, projectveritas.com/brave, send us an encrypted note. That's what this is all about. There's a movement of heroes who are angry at the system and want to blow the whistle with videotapes. I will have their backs, and you're going to see this unfold over the next few days.
James, there's only one story bigger than this, and that's that the whistleblowers are exponential. It's getting bigger. It's getting more powerful. That's really the story, is that mainstream media is finally finding its soul, and this is an existential crisis I believe will bring down this whole web of deep state that's using sex crimes as the poisonous glue, the satanic glue that holds their empire of blackmail together.
Well, I mean, it's Amy Robach's own words. She says that this guy specialized in blackmail. She says there's a lot, listen to the tape, there's a lot of powerful people on those airplanes. So who at ABC News was protecting who? And yes, I think there's a movement of insiders, and people say, James, do I fear for my life? Am I scared? I say, I'm not scared. This organization, Project Veritas, is protected by patriots. Hundreds of thousands of people, and many insiders are coming forward. We're going to have their backs. The tapes speak for themselves. I don't really have much more to say except for stay tuned for the next one.
All right. Well, I know you're a busy man, and we appreciate your time. We appreciate you joining us as each of these unfold, and we tend to get a lot of the whistleblowers after you have them on. Obviously, this isn't a whistleblower. This is a whistleblower that's leaked information, and it's just amazing, and more is coming. Any idea on when part 2 is going to drop?
We're about to drop this conversation with the president of ABC News, a man named James Goldston. That'll be imminently. And again, projectveritas.com/brave. Go to our website, work with us. We'll have your back.
Wow, the house of cards is coming down.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
Well, we had it all 15 years ago and 12 years ago and 5 years ago, and we've been exposing the whole thing. You notice she said we had Clinton, we had it all. This isn't the most prolific pedophile. He was a handler for this group that was using it to blackmail the scientific and governmental elite that Eisenhower warned of. They get Trump out of there, they're going after everybody. They've said it all over the news. These are terrorists. They've said, we get rid of Trump, we've got to destroy his base, we've got to flatten them, we've got to obliterate them, we've got to imprison them. And so you're like, well, we'll just have a shooting war. If you don't get up off your ass and get aggressive now in the info war, you're never gonna sit there and kill people or fight, okay? And I don't want to kill people, and I don't want to fight. Okay? I mean, I'm not a talker, folks. I'm actually a fighter, okay? All this talk's just a shadow of what I'll do in a war. And I'm not trying to brag here, but we don't want to go to this point, ladies and gentlemen. You want us to fight? Believe me, we're fighting hard just to stay on air. Forget the threats. That's easy to ignore. Forget all that. It's the money. And we just make it simple, InfoWarsStore.com, but spreading the word about the broadcast and buying the products and finding out which ones you like the best and continuing to use those as staples. That is absolutely the InfoWar. Without you, this dog doesn't hunt. Without you, it doesn't exist. So you're not the caboose. You're the engine. You understand? When you spread the word, it changes the world. When you buy the products, it fuels the coal in the engine that we are at ramming speed on a collision course for the enemy. You understand? They know we will chew them up. We've got their number. We're made for this. And we're going to bang heads till somebody's head breaks open and the brains hit the ground politically. I am ready to ram my head into them until my brains or their brains are on the ground. You understand? I will hammer my forehead into their forehead and will never stop. I enjoy it. You understand that? But I need fuel, and I want to hit them at full speed. You understand? Full speed. And I can't stand not getting up to full speed. I want to hit them and obliterate them. I want to smash them harder than they've ever been hit.